it's very important to be grateful for whatever we have. And Black really taught me that when I met them. And what is extremely touching for me was the fact that they were very self-reliant, they were very, very comfortable in their own skin, and they're very confident. And what drove me crazy was the fact that they also knew how to work on a normal computer, you know, and for me, that was achieving the impossible, you know, and I realized that there's nothing in life that is impossible. It's that we condition ourselves to believe that something we cannot do, but I don't think that should be our attitude. Our attitude in life should be we have to make this possible. And I think for me, Black did that. It really transformed me as a human as well, and it really helped me become a better human being. And what else can I say about Michelle's character, and of course the director of the film, Sanjay Leela Bhansali. He really makes it a point to really take the best out of you and come with a film that really, really makes the audience, you know, transported to this world that he creates by himself. So I think that's a really special quality that Sanjay has. So yes, of course, Black is one of the films that is very close to my heart.
And just to add, I don't think any cinematographer has shot Rani as well as Ravi K. Chandran has. So
absolutely. I love you, Ravi.
My question is again about Black and Hichki. How do you prepare yourself? Like how you said that when we look at your performances, it's not Rani Mukherjee, it is that character. How do you manage to do it, especially roles in Black or Hichki, which is, you know, it's not our normal life.
Yes. I think which is where a challenge for me comes as an actor, because that is something that challenges me. And that's what starts the trigger of me to think, what can I do, you know? I always observe people around me. I also observe the people who do have that life, which is normal for people who have that life. So I kind of observe them, I kind of take certain traits from them, use some characteristics, borrow something from them, and I imbibe that into the character that I'm playing. So for Naina, I also had to meet a lot of people who have Tourette syndrome. You know, I also did an interview with Brad Cohen, who was actually the person whose life Hichki was inspired from. So it's very important to also understand emotionally what these people go through. Because to play a character, when we are playing the physical aspect, it's also very important to know what that person thinks or how the person feels emotionally. Because at the end of the day, we are portraying emotions of those characters as well, which is what touches you eventually in a film. So it's very important for me to understand mentally or emotionally what these people feel, think, how they react to different situations, so I can imbibe that into the role and I can take that as an example. So if I have a scene in the film that can depict a similar emotion, it kind of coincides. And then I can put that into the particular scene. And so as an audience, you actually, when you're seeing me perform, you're actually feeling my emotion more than even seeing me perform. Because performance is what you're actually talking. So it's like how I'm talking right now. If you put a camera, this could be seen as a performance. But what distinguishes a scene that can touch you is the emotion that comes behind the scene. So when a writer writes a part, he's actually writing it with that emotion that a character is going through. So for me, it's very important to portray the emotion through that scene, and that is what eventually reaches an audience's heart.
We have time for one last question.
Yeah, hi Rani. Yeah.
But why are they being so biased to only the women? You've not given a chance to even a boy. Okay, we take yours and then we go to one boy.
Thank you so much.
Hello,
may I start?
Yes, please.
Hi Rani, actually I wanted to ask you that how did you feel playing your part in the movie Mehendi? It's a very lesser known and talked about movie, but I was a school going girl. I was, I think, in class 8 or 9, and I was deeply inspired by your role. So I want you to please tell us something more about it.
Thank you for your question. It's indeed wonderful. Actually, Mehendi is a very special film, and you're absolutely right. I think Mehendi again talks about a woman who's again choosing to stand up for herself and stand up for all the atrocities that are, towards her family because of the age-old tradition and customs that in that film it was dowry. And how a woman is treated and is shown her worth according to what her parents can give in the form of dowry. And I think that was a very important film. And I'm so happy you asked this question. But yes, it was very cringe-worthy at that point of time as well, because there were certain scenes that I was also a very young girl at that point of time. And I was happy to play the character because it empowered me as well to be able to play her. So yeah, it was a very, very inspiring film. Thank you.
Oh, just 1 minute, sir. Rani ji, ये है कि गुलाम हिंदुस्तान विश्व टाइम्स से सुरेश शर्मा, आपका गुलाम फिल्म में और विक्रम भट्ट जी को आपकी आवाज से क्या प्रॉब्लम हुई थी? क्योंकि आपकी आवाज में एक बेस है, आपकी आवाज एक खास तरह की है। दूसरी तरह करण जौहर को भी कुछ होता है में आपकी आवाज से क्या प्रॉब्लम हुई थी जो डबिंग कराने की जरूरत हुई थी गुलाम में और उसमें?
तो पहले तो मैं आपको क्वेश्चन आपका करेक्ट करना चाहती हूँ। कुछ होता है में मेरी आवाज डब नहीं हुई थी, तो ये इन्फॉर्मेशन जो आपको मिली है वो गलत मिली है। तो बहुत अच्छा कि आपने सवाल पूछा, क्योंकि एटलीस्ट अभी आप समझ सकते हैं कि कभी कभी आप लोग गलत जा सकते हैं। विक्रम भट्ट, मैंने कहूंगी कि सिर्फ विक्रम भट्ट, लेकिन वो टाइम पे क्योंकि मैं नई थी, आई वॉज अ न्यू कमर, मेरी दूसरी फिल्म थी गुलाम, तो उस वक्त जिस तरह के दौर में पिक्चरें बनती थी उस टाइम पे एक्ट्रेसेस की ये आवाज नहीं हुआ करती थी। जैसे आपने बोला, बेस तो नहीं कहूंगी कि वो बेबी को बेस पसंद है, लेकिन जैसी मेरी आवाज है, अभी मैं एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर सकती मेरी आवाज कैसी है, लेकिन जो है सो है। तो उस वक्त एक उनको लगा था कि क्योंकि ऑडियंस को शायद एक्सेप्ट नहीं होगी, तो उस समय कलेक्टिव डिसीजन था, आमिर ने लिया था, विक्रम भट्ट ने लिया था, मुकेश भट्ट जो प्रोड्यूसर थे उन्होंने कलेक्टिवली डिसीजन लिया था कि शायद ऑडियंस को मेरी आवाज पसंद नहीं आएगी, और क्योंकि मैं न्यू कमर थी उनको रिस्क नहीं लेना था। और उसी वक्त करण की पिक्चर भी मैं कर रही थी, कुछ होता है, तो मुझे अभी भी याद है कि मैं कुछ होता है में ट्रेलर, जो फिल्म का जो टीजर था, जहाँ पे मैं एक व्हाइट सलवार कमीज पहन के झूले पे बैठी हूँ, तो वो ट्रेलर था और मैं वो ट्रेलर का डबिंग करने गई थी। तो करण ने आके मुझसे पूछा कि रानी, मैंने सुना है कि गुलाम में आपका वॉइस डब हो रहा है, क्या आपको डबिंग करने में कोई तकलीफ है? तो मैंने बोला नहीं करण, मैंने तो अपनी पहली पिक्चर डब की थी, राजा की आगे बारात, सिर्फ गुलाम में शायद उनको मेरी आवाज पसंद नहीं आ रही है। तो करण ने कहा क्यों, मुझे तो आपकी आवाज बहुत पसंद है, आप तो मेरी पिक्चर में डबिंग जरूर करोगे। और कुछ होता है में मेरी ही आवाज है। तो मैं करण को भी धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगी कि अगर करण भी वही माइंडसेट लेकर आते तो शायद आप तक मेरी आवाज नहीं पहुंचती। और मैं आज कह सकती हूँ कि मेरी पहचान मेरी आवाज से है। अगर कहीं मैं कोविड के टाइम पे भी मास्क पहन के चली जाऊं और अगर मैं बात करूं तो वो पीछे मुड़कर आ जाएगा कि रानी मुखर्जी है।
On that note, thank you, Mr. Bharadwaj Rangan, for moderating this session. We also
पूछो, आप बड़ी स्माइल थे और आप दाढ़ी के साथ हो, कैसे मेंटेन करते हो? खुजली होती होगी ना आपको गर्मी में? वी हैव टू लीव ना। मैं जाते जाते आंसर करते जाती हूँ। बताइए मैं ऐसे जाती हूँ, आंसर करते जाती हूँ।
Ayya
हाँ.
Makes you closer to the Malayali audience.
Yes.
So I just want to know how was your experience working with our superstar Prithviraj?
Oh, Prithvi is a very dear friend. I really like Prithvi. He was wonderful in Ayya as well, and it was amazing working. I really loved my experience of Ayya, especially working with him. So we must do a Malayalam film soon.
Can we please have a big round of applause for Miss Rani Mukherjee and Mr. Bharadwaj Rangan?
Thank you, audience, and please enjoy experience at IFFI. I'm really happy and honored to be having been invited. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, audience, and thank you, Rani Mukherjee, so much.
We thank the international